So moving on to rapid fire, Dwight. Last week, not the best week for me. It went 7-6. What'd you go?
I actually went 76 as well. What's crazy is that my 1 o'clock games, I was 7-1. So and I just completely bombed the end of the week. But it is what it is. But we broke even, so I mean it's still fair game.
The Sunday night and the Monday night game helped me out a lot in that. That's when I got my 6th and 7th win. I'm 84-48 on the season. What are you?
78-54.
Oh, I mean, I keep in that a little. We got the same records. The Thursday night game, they're wearing the color, I think, what do they call it? The Color Rush uniforms. Have you seen the, I saw the Bills, it's the all reds. I like it. I want to see what the Jets look like. I'm sure it's like all green.
You know what, I have heard about this. I heard
I'm excited. I'm excited.
I heard it looked really good, but I haven't seen it.
The matchup isn't all great, but Rex Ryan going back to the Jets.
I'm actually really interested in it, and...
Guess who's going to be at the coin toss?
Who's that? My man that broke,
yeah.
Oh, man.
He hit
What's
Gino.
his name? Do you know his name?
But Rex Ryan, I mean, do you think that's a bad move on his part?
Do I think it's a bad move that he made, what's his name, the captain, the dude that broke Gino's jaw?
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious. Do I think it's a bad move? I don't know. It's a typical Rex Ryan move. And you know what? I'm so numb to Rex Ryan, honestly, that it's just whatever.
If you were the Jets, now that Gino's dressing, would you send Gino out there?
I mean, you have to. It would just be so great. It would be fantastic.
All right,
I don't think they're that type of team, though.
Well, it's supposed to be rapid fire, so who are you taking?
I'm going the Jets.
Oh, really? I'm taking Buffalo, only because I like Tyrod Taylor. I like the way he's playing. The Jets...
They had the much better offense, but I'm going the Jets defense.
I like the Jets, and I like the Jets defense. I don't know. Rex Ryan going back. I like Buddy Ryan a lot, and maybe it's what I hold on to, but I don't know. I think they're going to get it done. Bills' defense isn't playing as well as we all thought they were going throughout the season. But that's why I said Tyrod Taylor. I like what he's doing. Moving on, another team in their division is going to Philadelphia. Miami taking on the Eagles.
Ugh.
I mean...
This makes me sick.
Who are you taking?
You know, it makes me sick because I'm picking Philadelphia.
Their offense looked really good last week.
They look so much better right now than what they did in weeks past. And the Dolphins snapped back into reality with Dan Campbell. So.
If they can make the offense, if they can make the Miami defense look the way that they did, before Dan Campbell took over and the way they did the last week we saw them against New England, then maybe Philadelphia, I'm picking them as well. I think they're going to win. Sam Bradford played really well. Hicks going down for the season. That's a big loss, but I still think the Eagles defense is going to get it better. They have to look better. I didn't like the way they looked against the Cowboys. Got the win. You got to just move on, take a deep breath. Big division win. Moving on, staying in the East, New Orleans, the most inconsistent team probably in the NFL, going to Washington. You like that, Kirk Cousins?
I like that you threw that in there. And you know what? You like that? Drew Brees. You know, he's been kind of doing some work. He's been doing a little bit of work in the division. Granted, he got the loss against...
Even though they lost, he put up a lot of points. They put up a lot of points.
That's what he does, man. Drew Brees. I don't know what it is. Their defense, we talk about it. We've talked about it, and I'm tired of repeating myself with everything that we talk about. But their defense is trash. But Drew Brees, that momentum, and they're still doing work. I'm going Drew Brees against Kirk Cousins. Really?
Mariota has the talent. As good as Brees is, Mariota has the talent to be able to lead a team to beat another quarterback with the talent of Drew Brees.
Right.
Kirk Cousins does not. I'm taking Drew Brees as well, New Orleans.
Definitely.
Detroit going to Green Bay. Green Bay needs to bounce back. It's in Lambeau. They rarely lose at Lambeau. They played a couple close games there. Detroit?
No.
New regime, except for the head coach. I think he's out.
He actually said that with a straight face. I can't do it with you. Green Bay, next.
Green Bay, I agree with McCarthy. I think McCarthy needs to start calling the plays again because Aaron Rodgers is definitely looking like he's a little lost out there. Not his fault because he did lose Jordy Nelson and he had a big second half, except for the interception. Detroit, man, I hope they don't clear house, but they're probably going to take out call about the end of the year. Moving on. Cleveland going to Pittsburgh. Johnny Money Manziel.
Get off of his case.
He had one good drive in the Thursday night game. That was tough to watch, but Cincinnati's good.
That's about what Johnny's career is.
Yeah, well, I mean, Pittsburgh's pretty good too. Who are you taking?
Pittsburgh. It's not even a question for me. Granted, Big Ben is down again. We didn't even touch base on this. Big Ben is down again. That's very disappointing.
But Landry Jones was finding Antonio Brown, and that's the only thing he was missing before. That's why they weren't moving the ball as well.
Right.
Moving on. Look at D'Angelo Williams.
Yeah, definitely. I hear you. He's running. We talked about before. He's playing like he should be a starter, which he was.
Yep.
Carolina's like, oh, my bad, bro. I didn't mean to let you go. I'm going Pittsburgh.
I'm going to take Pittsburgh as well. I'd like to see a little more from Johnny Manziel. If not, they're going to have to put McCown back in. I don't like that they have to, switch quarterbacks back and forth, but it's going to prove. It's going to prove to their fan base and people like me who want to see him at least. It's also the Browns. So
right. Yeah.
Again,
it's his organization.
While it's not fair, it might be the end of his career if he doesn't start turning around soon. Definitely. Jacksonville going to Baltimore. Man, I have a hard time picking Baltimore, but they might be the best 2-5 team I've ever seen.
God, we're back at that again, really? Really? We're back to they're the best worst team we've seen.
Well, who are you taking, Jacksonville?
You know what's messed up is that I said that, but I'm going with Baltimore just because I can't take Jacksonville seriously. Great, I get it. Blake Bortles, we talk about, he's playing great. I just can't get it out of my head that Jacksonville is just this team that can compete with anybody. I'm sorry, it's just the way that is. I'm going Baltimore.
We always talk about
They're not going to lose the rest of the year. They're going to win at some point. Why not against Jacksonville?
Yeah, I agree as well. I think Baltimore's going to win. I do think that Jacksonville is going to be a Oakland down the road and start turning it around. They have to start getting some more players in there, start spending a little more money. But I'm taking Baltimore this week. Joe Flacco, I just don't see him losing to Jacksonville, especially at home. Carolina taking on Tennessee. In Tennessee, Mariota, he pulled it out against
he played very well.
Breeze, and I said about how he has the talent to beat teams like that, but can they beat an undefeated Carolina team?
No.
Did Carolina sleep on them?
No, not at all. They're just going to dominate.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think Mariota's going to be able to move the ball. I'm interested to see how those linebackers look. They're really good. And
you think he's going to move the ball?
Is he going to be able to throw against Josh Norman? No, I don't think he's going to be able to move the ball because you got to be able to run to beat Carolina, and they're not. They can't run really all that well. Anyways,
Carolina's defense is just going to completely destroy a rookie quarterback, and it's a shame, but it is what it is, man.
You call this a must-win game for your team. It's against Jameis Winston, who has looked better over the last couple weeks, but still lost to the Giants last week. As a fan, are you taking a Phantom, or are you thinking Matt Castle's not going to be able to do it?
Matt Castle played fantastic against the
did.
Eagles, and the Buccaneers defense is garbage, so by default, I have to go with Dallas. It doesn't make any sense not to in that aspect. Our offense, we have a great running game. Matt Castle played very well. The only thing we got to worry about in Tampa is Jameis. Do I think Jameis can do work against Dallas' defense? No, I don't. So I'm going with Dallas by default. Either way, I'm probably done with Dallas this season just because of how it's been rolling for us. It is what it is, man. But I think we can get this one.
I think this is a must-win game for Dallas, but...
Oh, it is, without question.
I'm actually going to take Tampa only because I think Jameis Winston...
Such a hater.
No, it's not
a hater.
No, it's not that I'm a hater because I think Dallas is more talented. I just think that Jameis Winston right now, he's got that offense rolling a little better and they're moving the ball a little bit. I think it's going to be a 3-point game. I think it's going to be a close game, but there's so much pressure right now. Matt Castle isn't great under the big pressure situations, and he has to win this game for them to have a chance to bring Roman back. He just hasn't. Last week, yes, he looked good against the Eagles, and he found Des Bryant a lot. I just think this is one of those, like I said, sleep games. I don't know. I have a good feeling about Jameis and the way that Tampa's playing.
You know what this is? This is me just listening to you when you're slurped up quarterbacks. That's all that was right there. I get it. Yeah, of course you're going with Jameis next. I get it. This is just another quarterback you slurp. We already talked about it.
Chicago taking on St. Louis, another quarterback I slurp. Jay Cutler or Foles. Man, I actually think Cutler's the better talent. I think he's playing better right now.
Yeah.
But on the flip end, St. Louis' defense is playing really well. They just signed Wes Welker. I don't know how I feel about it because
he's nothing to me, really.
If he gets hurt, I'll feel bad for him. But I'm not a doctor. From what I've read and from what people have said, it's about the time between concussions, and he's had a long time between concussions, and he should be as prone to a concussion as you or I would be just stepping on a football field right now. So if that's true, then good luck. Please, I hope
absolutely. You don't want anything
happens for him, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm picking St. Louis only because I like the way Gurley's playing, and I like the way their defense is playing. I look at Chicago. They're coming off a short week across country, and then they got to go down to St. Louis. It's everything's in St. Louis's favor.
Here's nothing I like about Chicago. I can't stand Jay Cutler. I don't like him whatsoever as a quarterback. I think he's the most overrated quarterback in the NFL. I know you'll probably say Philip Rivers, but that's another topic for another day that I'm sure we'll have because you talk about Philip enough. In saying that, I'm going with St. Louis. They got a dominant run game. They got a great defense at home. I'm going with St. Louis.
Okay, well, we talked about Minnesota and Oakland already, but just to clarify, who you taking?
I'm going Minnesota.
I'm taking Oakland. It's going to be a good game, hopefully. New England and the Giants, we also talked about this one.
I'm going with New England.
Well, if the Giants could somehow pull it off, they'd make themselves obviously feel amazing, and then, that could spring them for the rest of the season. Not going to happen. I'm taking New England as well. Kansas City going to Denver. Denver coming off of a pretty tough week.
Right.
Man, Peyton just can't get it done against the Colts. I think he's 1-3.
It was either 1-3 or 1-2.
Not good.
Yeah,
Not good.
no.
Either way. Anyways,
He's lost both in Indy.
Kansas City's offense just can't get it going at all.
Kansas City has nothing. I'm going with Denver. It's a bounce back game for them.
I'm taking Denver as well. I think their offense is playing better. I'd like to see what they do with Vernon Davis. Doesn't matter. I think their defense is going to be what, with Kansas City's offense not playing well, what shuts down Kansas City, and then all Denver has to do is score 17 points, and then they can win the game. We talked about Arizona and Seattle. You're talking about Russell Wilson. You're keeping the faith?
I'm going Russell Wilson at home on primetime.
I'm not a big Carson Palmer fan, but I'm also not a Pete Carroll fan because of the USC connections with both of them. I'm still going to take Arizona. Moving on, the Monday night game, Houston taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Who you taking?
This isn't even a conversation, man. I'm going Cincinnati. This is ridiculous.
You're going with Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Houston can't keep it close, DeAndre Hopkins? No. I'm taking Cincinnati as well.
You know what I'm watching on Monday night?
What?
I'm watching Monday Night Raw. He does some shit.
I'm hoping there's a Flyers or a Sixers game on Monday because...
Yeah.
I'll watch. I'll probably, I like...
Anything but Monday Night Football. I said I'm watching Monday Night Raw, man.
Gruden's fun.
Monday Night Raw.
I might watch it a little bit, see what Dalton does.
No, stop it. Stop it. Cut.
I really hope there is a Flyers or Sixers game on though.
Thank you for watching. This is JD Sports. I'm Jarrett Hood. That's Dwight Garfield. You can find our Twitter @_JD Sports. Our personal Twitters will be there.
You can find our Facebook page and the information down below. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe for fresh weekly content. Stay tuned because the best is yet to come.